How are you today? Let me know. I really genuinely want to know how you're doing and how you're feeling and how you're getting along on this beautiful Saturday. First, let's pull an angel card to bless our space, bless our heart. I want to say bless your heart because, that's how they say it in the South when they want to say something more along the lines of a unicorn paw. Anyway, let's do an angel card here. Bless our space, bless our hearts, our minds, our bodies, and spirits. She's been coming up a lot, Miss Angel Rochelle, and it might be a reoccurring theme for the summer, which I'm not upset. She says, as you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, oh, bless your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. Always listen to your heart. Always, always trust your gut, listen to your heart, think logically. Um, let's talk about relationships and breakups. Um, they're fun, they're interesting, they're exhausting, sometimes pointless, sometimes meaningful, sometimes meaningless, sometimes it's just a physical encounter. It's still a relationship. Sometimes it's two people who want to be together and can't, and whatever reason they're not, and they should be. Anyways, whatever. Relationships are draining sometimes. Sometimes they are great and wonderful. Let me read you a breakup first because I think that's probably the climax of a relationship. But then I don't know. I've never had really long, meaningful relationships outside of with my son's dad, but well, I'm not girlfriend material. I'm not going to lie. I love myself before I love anybody else, and nobody's standing in my way. I will help others, but I won't tolerate bullshit, nonsense, you know, whatever. Anyways, so let me read this for you real quick. I'm going to do a he said, she said kind of transcript here. Okay, apparently something went down. Couples separated. And she says, I'm bringing the rest of your stuff back to you. I'm not ending it. I just can't do this right now. I stuck my neck out for you. I was helping you. You were helping me. But I'm not going to change how I am. It's quite clear that you don't like that. So I apologize. But I never asked you to change because I thought you were just fine. She goes on to say, I'm hurt, disappointed, and exhausted. I hope you and yours don't die of heat strokes or something, but neither one of you can handle raw emotions, so there's nothing more I can do for you. And a little time goes by. I'm sure the female is generally concerned, wondering why there's no response, checking the phones. But anyway, the male party comes back and says, I'm looking for something a little more laid back. All I said is this song sounds gospely, and you lose your temper and scare my dog. And after I just got done working 9.5 hours, the better part of which outside in 90-degree weather, I don't know about this. Okay. He goes on to say, I deal with rude attitude constantly with these tenants. I'm not dealing with it when I come home or with my woman. You can take your attitude somewhere else then. He keeps going. This world is full of self-centered social media shits who get off on looking at their self on the internet more than anything else. And I honestly would prefer to be alone than deal with anybody but my dog. Some time passes. There's no response from the female counterpart. And the male says, and also, you called me a fucking scumbag and then talked a bunch of shit about me to the office after you did. What was I thinking for even talking to you or hanging out with you? Yes, most certainly, indeed, leave me the fuck alone. I'm an idiot for even talking to you. Still no response from the female. A few hours later, the male says, and the it's probably more like a day later. And the male says, and the office is where I work. So you showed up to my work and talked about me and forgot your stupid toothbrush and your stupid toothpaste. I'll drop that off later when I feel like it. So, all these texts, I can imagine how the female is feeling. So, she tries to call the male to talk things out, kind of maybe communicate a little bit because she obviously doesn't want the breakup, but he's told her to leave him alone. So, she's been trying to. She tries to reach out to communicate. The male doesn't answer the phone. Instead, he sends her a text that says, fuck no. Now, once you're told to leave someone alone, isn't that the right, respectful thing to do? Just leave them alone? I don't know. So the girl comes back with, leave me alone before I file harassment charges on you. You've already told me to leave you alone. This is the only text that I have sent you since, and I will not send you another one. Please leave me alone. Man, breakups suck. But being disrespected in your own space and being completely misunderstood and being falsely accused of things, not worth the time and energy to try to figure out somebody else's baggage and emotional manipulation and scare tactic. I'm so thankful I am not in a relationship because that sounds like a lot of crazy. What was your last breakup like? Have you ever had one? It'd be honestly really cool to know someone who's been in one relationship and successful with it and worked through problems and solved things together and, is still in the healthy relationship. I honestly, I don't know what a healthy relationship looks like. I've been witness to my friends' relationships and I don't want one. It just seems like a bunch of nasty drama to me. Just, I remember fighting with my son's dad a lot. Like, and I loved him. I did. I really did love my son's dad. But sometimes people just aren't meant to be together. And if you're better off alone, then so be it. So let's pull a few cards to learn about relationships. What can you tell us about relationships? Is there something that we should know about relationships? The world. Things come full circle, beginning and end. Chapters end and new ones begin. The world, feel like relationships are what you make them. They can be either really good or really bad depending on how you look at them. Um, what else can you tell us about relationships? Is there anything else that we need to know about relationships? The world card. I also feel like that's a significant factor about your relationship with the universe. And I also hear I am you and you are me. Um, let that resonate with you however it will. I don't know. Ah, what else can you tell me about relationships? What is there that we should know about relationships? Relationship. I feel like all three of those want to come out. I'm not in the fact of reading reversals. Oh, got the moon card. I feel like use your imagination, be creative, trust your instincts. If the energy feels off, then it's off. Don't try to second guess somebody else's mindset because you already know. You know, if somebody is giving you mixed messages, take that as a no. Oh, I see the Four of Pentacles. Hmm. Need to be mindful of what you need to hang on to as far as physical aspects, material aspects, monetary aspects, as well as what you need to let go of. Um, it's funny here though, because in the middle we've got the Ten of Cups. So maybe this particular relationship, you basically had it in your head, in your mind, the way things were going to be. You had an imagination kind of projection about how great it was going to be, and kind of walking in the dark trying to figure things out. And then the Ten of Cups, there was some major emotional fulfillment, a happily ever after kind of point. Two people coming together, things are happy, people cheering for them, happy for their progress. And then things have to be divided evenly or unevenly, cut your losses, separate. Obviously, there was more spiritual going on in your mind than there actually was in reality. Now, with the relationship in the World card, beginnings and endings, you could have had this. This is where it was in the middle, and you get to decide, keep that imagination going, keep that fantasy thriving, or look at the reality of it and let some things go. The bottom of the deck is where it gets good. The Seven of Wands. It's you against the world. And see this. You've learned more. You're the master or whatever. You focus on your passion, your drive, your ambition, your desire, um, and just fight off the noise, fight off the nonsense. It's not relevant because you already rose above that, and you're better for it. You'll be doing better at your job, better in life in general because you're not in your head trying to read somebody else's mind and project your own personal perceptions or perspectives on them when really there's nothing there. There's nothing. The world, relationship's over, full circle, chapter's end of conversation, course closed, no further discussion there necessary. Feel free to hang up at any time.